Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tech Tempest, and today I'm going to be replacing the battery on my old Pixel 2 XL. The battery on this phone has been draining very quickly, and that tends to happen with older phones. So the process is pretty simple. You just need to take your time and you need the correct tools. So here are the tools that you're going to need to do it. Heat gun or hair dryer, plastic spudger, suction cup, tweezers, playing or credit card, picks, small Phillips screwdriver, and the thin metal or plastic pry. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is warm up your phone. I'm going to use this heat gun. You can also use a hair dryer. You want to use the hair dryer or heat gun around the perimeter of the phone because that's where the adhesive is. Heating it up will loosen it. You want to make sure that you stay on the perimeter of the phone and don't stay on one spot for too long, otherwise you run the risk of burning pixels on your screen. Next is to take the suction cup, place it at the top of the phone, and lift up the screen by pulling on the suction cup. And then you can take your metal pry or plastic pry and just try to get it beneath the screen and lift it up just a little bit. You may have to go back with your heat gun or hair dryer to loosen up the adhesive a little bit more. Now, if you have a playing card or something similar, you can really get in there and scrape away the adhesive without damaging anything. You don't want to go too far into the phone because there are ribbons in there that you will run the risk of damaging. Once the screen is lifted up a little bit, then you can place your pick just to hold the screen in place. Again, just go back with your heat gun or hair dryer, loosen up the adhesive, and just slowly work your way around. You'll see that there are two plastic clips labeled 1 and 2, and you can just pop them out with your tweezers or a spudger. You'll see that number 2 has a sticker on it, so it'll take a little bit more effort to get it out. You can peel the sticker off first with your tweezer though. Now that the plastic clips are off, get your spudger and unplug both connectors. Next, we need to take out 11 screws. One good trick so that you don't lose your screws is to take a piece of duct tape and you can place all of your screws on that piece of duct tape. This way it doesn't roll off the table. This is going to take some time, so I'm going to speed it up. Once you've taken out the screws, it's time to lift up the metal chassis. They're held in by clips around the edge. Just lift up where the clips are, and it'll pop right out. It may take a little effort. And there it is, the battery. Now you'll see that the battery has this yellow ribbon. All you need to do is detach the battery first. You don't want to do this while the battery is actually plugged into the board. The battery is held in place by an adhesive behind it, so you can't just pry it right out. First, you heat the back cover of the phone and not the battery directly to release some of the glue in the adhesive. Then slide your plastic tool or playing card beneath the battery to try to loosen up the adhesive. Go in very carefully at the edges of the battery. You do not want to bend the battery, and you do not want to pierce the outer layer of the battery. The adhesive is really annoying to work with, so a good trick is to use isopropyl alcohol once you get a portion of the battery lifted up, and then you can just drip it behind the battery. This will loosen up the adhesive and just remove the stickiness. It won't damage any of your parts because the alcohol will just evaporate. Now it's so much easier just to get a piece behind there and get rid of that adhesive. Finally, we have it out. So in my case, the adhesive's still a little bit sticky, so I'll just reuse it for the new battery. Some new batteries come with adhesive strips that you can put back in. Once the new battery is in place, just reattach the ribbon, just like a little Lego. It snaps right in. And then we can put the metal chassis back on. Go around the edges to clip it back in. Then we go back to our 11 screws. I'll speed this up again. Now it's time to reattach the screen. And again, the ribbon cables snap in like Legos. Just put them back where they were. One. And then snap in the other. This one's a little small, so I'm going to use a plastic spudger. Before I close everything up, I want to make sure that the battery is working, the screen is working, and the digitizer is working. Now I can shut it down again. Now that the phone is fully shut down, we'll put the clips back on. Just press them down into place. You should hear an audible clip. And angle the screen back into place, and then you can clip it back in. Now, this phone is not water resistant anymore because we took out the adhesive. And we'll power it back on. And that's it, we're all done.